Good afternoon to everyone. Hello dear students, my name is Vidyasagar Giri and I belongs to Kushinagar itself. Currently right now I am a biology teacher in PSM Public School, New Delhi. It is a very prestigious school, but luckily I got a opportunity from our St. Joseph principal ma'am to join as a biology teacher in St. Joseph School. So, which I also do that because Kushinagar is my hometown, and I think everyone wants to leave their hometown with their family. So, we will meet soon after this all critical situation of coronavirus pandemic. Hope we will meet soon during offline classes. But today we will start our class with the online mode, and we are going to start our very first chapter that is called the living word. Okay, as you can see here, the living word is the first chapter in our NCERT book. So we are starting the living word, and in this chapter it is very basic chapter, or we can say it is an introductory chapter about how living organism or how biology deals with living organisms. Okay, what is different criteria to deals with living organisms, how can we differentiate, how can we categorize, how can we identify that this particular organism belongs to that category. Okay, there is some measures in biology through which we can find out that, oh, this plant belongs to that phylum, that class, that order, that kingdom. Okay, understand? So in this chapter we just read about that measures, that scales which we what we use in biology, science of branch of biology. Okay, which we will take use in all of the 11th class biology, NCERT's biology. Okay, so in this chapter the major four topics we will read right now. So first topic is what is living. What is living? Normal question, what is living and what is non-living? What is the difference between living and non-living? How can we say that this particular thing is living or this particular thing is not living? Okay, we will discuss here. Second topic is diversity. What is diversity? Diversity means different phenomena. Okay, different physical aspects. Okay, different physical aspects create diversity in our environment. What is the third topic is taxonomical category. Taxonomical category, what is the different category in which taxa means group. Taxa means group in which organism we put organisms in between them to categorize, to identify that this organism belongs to this category. Okay, and taxonomical aid means upchar. Upchar means treatment. Like taxonomical aid means what is different taxonomical through which we can remediate that particular species, either it will be plant or animal. Okay, so now today we will discuss about the first topic, which is what is living. Okay, as you can see around all of yours, you will see different type of plant are present, different type of animals are present. Okay, different type of peoples are present, even different types of habitats, like desert is a habitat, ocean is the habitat. Okay, uh, uh, dense forest is the habitat, rainy forest is the habitat. Okay, these are the different habitats. Habitats means humidity level, temperature level, diversity of species, that is called flora and fauna diversity, are present in a particular area, that defined habitat, habitual. Okay, so what is habitat? Habitat, in particular habitat, different types of living organisms are present according to their environmental conditions. We comes our topic, what is living. Okay, and what is non-living. So what makes living, what makes living organisms living, and what makes non-living organisms not living? How can we decide that this organism is living? Okay, like you see horse. Okay, horse is living or non-living? Horse is living. How can you decide that horse is living? because horse can move. Okay, horse can move, horse can breathe, horse can eat, horse can reproduce, horse can what? What other points can you say? Horse can make sound. Okay, these are the some measures through which we can decide that it may be living. Okay, in nowadays, if we take some this what I say, take some steps in robotics era. Robot can walk, robot can talk, robot can, in today era, robot can sense also. Okay, robot can move, yani ki means robot can move, walk, robot can sense, robot can talk, robot can see also with the help of that camera. Okay, so on the basis of that measures, can we say that robot is a living organism? Yes or no? No, because there is all measures not covered by that robot. And what is, so we make four different major scales, or we can say major points on which we can decide which is living and which is non living. Okay, what is that four measures? First is reproduction, means if living organism reproduce, that means it is a living organism. Okay, second measure is metabolism. Metabolism means when we eat something, it will undergo in digestive process, break down the food in our digestive system, and absorb that energy in our bloodstream and metabolize to formation of our muscle, bone, hair, skin cells, blood cells, different type of cells in our body, and make our survival ship. Okay, so metabolic process, in simple term, if you want to define in a simple way, what is metabolism? Any chemical reaction in our body, that is called metabolism. Or basically metabolism are of two types. Okay, metabolism are of two types, that is called catabolism and anabolism. Okay, केटा मीन्स ब्रेक डाउन, केटा मीन्स काटना, ऐसे करके लिखना, केटा मीन्स कट, ब्रेक डाउन. एना मीन्स एनियलिंग, एनियलिंग समझते हो? एनियलिंग मीन्स एसोसिएटेड, एनियल, एनियलिंग मीन्स एसोसिएट करना, जोड़ना. ओके, केटा मीन्स ब्रेक डाउन, एना मीन्स एसोसिएट करना, जोड़ना. ओके, सो the metabolic reaction, any chemical reaction in our body, that is called metabolism. In young people, anabolism rate is high. Okay, suppose catabolism rate is this, anabolism rate is this, that means anabolism is just double to catabolism. That means person will grow and grow and grow. That means in young people anabolic rate is high, but in old people catabolic rate is high. Catabolic rate is high and anabolic rate is low. Okay, that's why old people degrade day by day. Their muscles degraded day by day, their bone strength degraded day by day, their facial is degraded day by day. Formation of wrinkles takes place on their skin, under their eyes. Okay, that means breakdown reaction is high in older people, and anabolic reaction is high in younger people. Okay, these all makes metabolic reaction. So second measure was metabolism. If some organisms do metabolic reaction, that means it will be living organisms. Okay, what is the third measure? Third measure is respiration. Respiration means breathe in, breathe out, taking oxygen. If I say respiration, that doesn't mean that external respiration are of two types, external respiration and is internal respiration. When we talk about respiration, that means it include both external and internal. External, in external respiration, we inhale oxygen, we inhale air, in which oxygen filter out through our lungs and it goes into the bloodstream. The site of exchange of oxygen to our bloodstream, that side is called cellular respiration, which is further undergo to breaking down the glucose molecule and generation of ATP in the form of, which use in the form of energy in our body. We will discuss in further chapters in detail. In this time I will give you some overview about what is cellular respiration, external or internal. Okay, don't be confused and don't be say that this is what is this. Okay, so respiration means external or internal respiration, which makes an organism living or categorized between living or non-living. What is the third aspect? Third aspect is, what is the third aspect? That is called growth. If some species grow, that means it is a sign that it is a living organism. Okay, what is why organisms grow? Because if we take some food and it metabolizes in our body, metabolism, as I say earlier, metabolism gives to making cell in our body, bone, tissue, muscle, hair, skin cell. Okay, that means if some cells are continuously making new, that means we can grow. Okay, so if metabolism takes place, that means growth also takes place. So there is 4 measures we can, or through which we can identify that this particular organism is living things and that particular organism is non-living thing. Okay, what is that? I repeat again. First is metabolism, second is respiration, third is growth, and what is the fourth? Reproduction. Okay, these are 4 measures through which we can decide that which organisms is living and which organisms is not living. Okay, so if we talk about earth is the very wonderful place for the living organisms, because earth have all that aspects, all that required raw material, all that required habitat for the growth and development of living organisms. That means it have, first of all, it have a environment, it have a atmosphere in which different type of gases are present, which mostly required oxygen gas and CO2 gas for the plant, which are present. Okay, and the second thing is earth have sufficient amount of water. Okay, air and water. Plant also, which are also called producers. Producers means which the producers, just because plant make their food by its own process, that is called photosynthesis, as we study in 9th class or 10th class. Okay, so you are now currently in 11th class, so you all aware about that what is photosynthesis. I will now go into the photosynthesis. Okay, so we can say that earth have sufficient all raw material or aspect present for the survivorship of all plants and animals, that is called flora and fauna. Okay, so what is living? Now you can define what is living. Living things can grow, metabolize, reproduce and breathe, respire. That is called living organism. And what is non-living organism? There is some exception here. When we talk about hills. Okay, when we talk about mountain. Okay, when we talk about mountain, some people aware about that mountain can also grow. Okay, Mount Everest, you know what is the height of Mount Everest? And height of Mount Everest every year grow some centimeter or some inches. Okay, so mount can also grow, but this growth is not related to living organisms growth, because this growth is different types of growth. We will study in further chapters. We currently I am taking overview some that growth also 2 types. Growth are 2 types, that is called negative growth and positive growth. Okay, Growth can also be a two type, that is called negative growth and positive growth. That the mountain grow, that means its growth does not related to metabolism. Okay, in living organisms, growth related to metabolism. If we take food, that means new cells, new muscles will form. If we doesn't take food, we undergo the fast, we take fast for long period of time, we take fast for 1 month, 2 months, 6th month also. What happen, what will happen, that people come to die. Okay, isn't it or not? Yes, because that they have no sufficient amount of nutrition to metabolize, nutrition to form new cells, nutrition to form new muscles, hair. Okay, so in that condition, catabolic reaction in that person will goes up, and anabolic reaction goes down, and after in some condition that will die just because of hunger. Okay, so in mountain, metabolism is not directly related with mountain. Mountain does not take any nutrition, does not take any, show any metabolic reaction. Okay, that type of in growth of in mountain is different from living organisms growth. Okay, because in growth in living organisms directly related to metabolism, isn't it or not? Okay, so you can define what is living and what is not living. Okay, so we can move our second chapter, second topic, that is called diversity. What is diversity? Diversity means different. Diversity, in simple word we can say what is diversity. Diversity means different. Okay, if we take our village, if we take our district, state, country, that means in a particular village, even in particular village, there is different type of insects are present, there is different types of animals are present, there is different types of humans are present, plants are present. That is called diversity. That diversity means in specific area there is number of different type of species are present, that define diversity. Okay, when we talk about rich diversity or poor diversity or simple diversity, what that means? Rich diversity means in a specific area there is very different type of species are present. What is that example? Amazon jungles, naam suna aapne? What is Amazon jungles, which is located in Brazilian country, in South American continents. Okay, Amazon, there is a river that is called Nile River, Amazon River, that is called also Amazon River. There is very different type of species of insect, species of animal, species of snakes, species of plants, herbs and shrubs. Okay, daily a new species discovered by in that area. Okay, there is rich diversity. Okay, that is called rich diversity area, because in a specific area there is number of different species of plant animals are present. But in other aspect, when we talk about desert, in India the desert name is called Thar desert, in Africa the desert name is called Sahara desert. Okay, you know that in Sahara desert, when we take 1 kilometer square area, what will be found? Nothing. There is one or two types of plant, that is called cactus plant. Okay, or one or two types of snakes or insect also. Elsewhere there is nothing. That means this is the poor diversity area. Okay, what is rich diversity, what is poor diversity, you can understand clearly or not? Okay, so you can also define what is diversity. Okay, okay, what is diversity? So the time is coming to over right now. We are just stop here. What is living and what is diversity? When we talk about taxonomical category and taxonomical aids, we will again further goes into detail what is, how can categorize that particular species in different taxa. Taxa means category. We put that animal, we put that plant in a different category, that is called taxa. Okay, so there is two topics we covered today, what is living and diversity. Okay, some amazing facts come in our mind sometime that we all see that zebra horse. Okay, you all see that zebra horse has pattern at their body. Yes or no? If there zebra horse, I make some just understandable diagram. There is a pattern, white and black and white and black and white and black. Who decide this pattern will appear in zebra horse? Okay, who decide how this pattern is formed on zebra horse? Who decide that, and how